I think this is also an opportunity for the Technology Development Board to showcase what all they have been doing. We've been talking about startups, we've been talking about research, we've been talking about innovation, we've not been talking about those who are supporting it all these years. And therefore, to that extent, I think this is also an occasion to refer to this, because this was one part which was left out. We have also in the process tried to place before the world also, not only for this reason of getting adulation for the TDB, but also for making people aware of what all they have to offer. And all these award winners who deserve to be congratulated are there on the stage today because there is support provided by Technology Development Board. So I think that is also one thing that we need to celebrate this morning. Actually, unfortunately, what happens is that when a creation is done, the script writers are not much talked about, because the script writer does not have the opportunity to sing a song, nor the opportunity to dance around the tree. So the music director is heard and the hero-heroine are seen dancing. But it would not have been possible if there was no script at hand. And I'm therefore glad that they have indicated the objective with which the Technology Development Board was constituted. And as was being mentioned by PSA and also others, today we have actually gone through an experience of successfully accomplishing more than one objectives. A, of course, as Prime Minister has been repeatedly emphasizing, the whole of government concept. So I think this could be no other better example than 12 ministries and departments coming together, because we have seen those times when the different ministries and departments would not even be personally known to each other. And if you suddenly on the spur of moment ask who's the secretary of that department, they'll take a moment to recall or take a reference on the Google. So I'm glad that we have learned to see each other, to sit with each other, to work with each other, to collaborate with each other for a larger good for all of us. Secondly, as was being mentioned, this is for the first time that we are having this event for 4 days. So we are trying to make it more wide-based, not confining it only to the Sarkari circle, but making it more of a public event as it should rightly be so. And of course, as I have been saying this for many years now, that all these accomplishments which are happening through the modern technology are actually the monuments of modern India. That you should encourage boys and girls to visit NPL, to visit your biotechnology institutes, to visit some of these institutes, because otherwise, if you advise them to visit Jantar Mantar and Qutub Minar, they would do that in any case on their own. So, in a way, it is good that we also promoted that kind of a spirit, that exercise of motivating young boys, girls from schools and colleges to visit this place, to at least awaken themselves to what was happening, and also to realize, if they had not realized, that they had a potential within themselves. And since I keep doing some kind of a khurafati every morning, learning from this experience, a new thought occurred to me, and I made an early morning call to the PSA. I said, from now onward, we should also have cluster projects. So we started last year this exercise of having combined meetings of all the ministries and departments of the related to science. Could we also have cluster projects? So we have theme-based projects, which will be widely extended. So we are going to possibly start this exercise this week, involving all the other institutes as well, which may not be strictly in the Government of India sector. Like for example, IIT is preparing a ventilator. The IIM is mandated to do the market mapping for our products. So why not we integrate also the IITs, the IIMs, the AIMS, because many of our pharmacy products deserve to be done, undergone clinical trials over there, many of the products which are being tried under Dr. Gokhale. So we are going to initiate that experiment this week from one of the CSIR labs, which has undertaken an MOU with 4 or 5 other institutes, and let's see from there if we are able to develop a model. So what I'm saying is that this was not only an event of 4 days to celebrate, but this was also an event which enabled us to actually discover new thoughts to move on. Now, as far as the startup movement is concerned, I'm not going to repeat what has been already said over the last 4 days. In fact, in my introductory address also, I said the credit goes to Prime Minister Modi, because it was he who first time said from the ramparts of it for Startup India, Stand Up India. And I vividly recall many people asked me the same evening, they said, what does this mean? What is startup and what is stand up? So they didn't know whether to stand up or start up. But now the results are fascinating. I'm not going to go into the details that have been shown to you repeatedly over the last 4 days, the 97,000 unicorns, etc., etc.